Hello, my name is Michael Fine, and welcome to the second lesson of Envision Text CSS course. In this one, we'll be talking about class and ID selectors. This would change every paragraph to be aligned with the center and have a background of light blue. So what if you want to specify specific paragraphs? Well, that's where classes and IDs come in. You can pretty much assign classes and IDs to HTML tags. Like, for example, let's say I wanted to make a paragraph again, and I assign it the class paragraph1. And let's say I had another paragraph. I want to basically change the CSS so that it only affects this paragraph1 paragraph. That's a class, by the way. If I wanted to change the CSS to only change the style of all tags with a certain class or a certain ID, I would have to use these certain symbols, which are called class and ID selectors. Now, the class selector symbol is the dot. You would put dot before your class, and for ID selector is the hashtag. Okay, so let me show you how these work in reality. So let's say I go here. This is the code from the previous lesson. And let's get rid of this. And let's say I add 2 paragraphs. Oops. And I'd call it sample text number 2. Actually, let's go slightly further. Number 3. Okay. Yeah. So let's assign one the class of demo1. This can really be anything. And assign another one the ID of demo2. Now, if you look at the if you look at this, these are actually pretty much identical to each other right now. Classes and IDs don't actually change anything unless you apply CSS to them. That's important. Without CSS, these are pretty much useless. So let's get into it. Let's say I'm going to introduce a new attribute, just the color attribute, which affects the actual color of the text. For example, this text is orange, and this text is light blue. This color, not the actual background color. Because as it was before, the text was still black. Yeah. Now, let's say I change the default one to red. I use the paragraph symbol or the paragraph tag with the class demo. So I wanted to change that. It's demo1. So I would say demo1. And don't forget, it's a class, so you have to use dot. Yeah, that's the dot is the specific class selector. Let's say I wanted to align it with the right. Okay, and it'll have the color, let's say blue. And the next one, demo2, is an ID. Demo2 is the ID of the paragraph tag. So I would use the ID selector, which is the hashtag. So I would do hashtag demo2, and just to make them different, I'll set it to a different color. Let's say blue violet. Yeah, that looks good. While I was copying over, I didn't actually link the style sheet. You would link the file address of your thing if it's in the same directory. href CSS lesson 2. Yeah, that should be it. That is the same. Let's see if it changed. Oh yeah, it did. As you can see, this text is red, this text is blue, and this text is violet. And as you can see, the violet text should be demo2, the ID. The blue one should be demo1, the class. And the red one should be the standard paragraph one that isn't assigned anything. And as you can see, these correspond. So that's class and ID selectors. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.